Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to do a look using the new Urban Decay Born to Run palette. So when I first saw this palette on the Urban Decay's website, I was just so excited to purchase it. I feel like the color schemes of it is just so well blended. There's such a big different variety, and then plus I feel like it is a warm tone type of palette, which I personally love. I feel like I can't have enough of the warm palettes in my collection. Another thing that I really like about this palette is just this big mirror that you get, and then especially how crystal clear you can see through it. I feel like this palette was, the main idea of it was that this is your to-go palette whenever you're going to go and travel. You don't need anything else. And I feel like I can actually do that with this palette. I can do such a different looks, smoky, neutral, shimmer, any type of look that I want. I can actually get that done with this palette. Now this palette is $49. There is 21 shades and there is 8 mattes, and then the rest are shimmers. Well, shimmers, type of eyeshadows. I feel like for the most part of the colors that I use, which was more precisely in this area, they were pigmented. The only one was Wild Heart. I did have to apply with my finger in order to get that color payoff. Now, as you can tell looking at it up close, if you look at certain sections of the palette, you can actually see, like that could be like a quad to use. Over here on this side can be the same thing, or you can use like little small sections together. And that's what I really like about this palette, because I feel like you can always just stick to one eyeshadow palette instead of grabbing multiple ones. Now, the other thing that I wish they would have done just a little bit different, and it's just per preference, is the way that they package the palette. So basically, it's just a palette in the cardboard packaging. Like there is no type of padded film inside of it or around it that comes with the palette. When I first saw these colors precisely over here on this side, it made me think of those small Huda eyeshadow quads that they sell at Sephora. And feeling those, I don't personally own any type of Huda palettes, but feeling and swatching those type of eyeshadows on the back of my hand, they were creamy and buttery, and just by looking at tutorials on YouTube, they are very pigmented as well. But then again, Huda Beauty's price point versus Urban Decay, I mean, it's Huda Beauty is more, it's on the higher price than Urban Decay. But like I said, I feel like I did a great buy with this palette. If you are very interested in these type of colors and you don't have them in your collection, then this is a great item to buy, especially for all the different types of colors you are receiving. Alright guys, if you are interested in how to get this look, then please keep on watching. I ended up using the Smashbox primer just because I know how it already interacts with my eyelids, and then I know it's not gonna ruin the way that I apply the eyeshadows. And then the look that I'm going for today is somewhere around this area. I wanted to use precisely these two colors. That's the first thing that attracted me to this palette. I was very excited when I saw pictures of it, just because I haven't been excited for any other eyeshadow palettes released. And so when I saw that one, I was like, I need to get it. And then for today's goal is to only use this palette, trying not to divert or trying not to use another palette, because then that defeats the whole purpose of seeing if this is really an all-in-one type of palette. And so far, looking at the colors, it does seem like it will be. So the first color I'm going to use is Breakaway. That's just a cream color, so that way I can set my eyelid primer. This is just gonna add that one extra layer of having the eyeshadows blend out really easily. And so the next color I am going to go in with is going to be Riff. And it's just a light brown. And I'm going to put that color all in my crease. Like I said, guys, I'm just taking that color Riff and I'm putting it all over my crease just to get that blended color. And so the next color I am actually going to go in is going to be Baja, which is this light, well, it's an orange color. And I'm actually going to take a Morphe M573 brush. It's just a more tapered, fluffy brush. And I just like going for orange nowadays during summer. Those are just my to-go-to colors. This is a really pretty orange. I barely even touched the eyeshadow. And then with these, I am not seeing any type of kickback, which sometimes, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, because as long as the eyeshadow is applying very well and it's not splotchy, then you know it can have a lot of kickback if it wants. And so that I'm just taking it more in my deepened crease line. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but you know, I'm working on my verbiage. And then the next color I'm going to actually take is Hell Ride, which is just this purple color. And with that, I'm actually going to take even of a more precise color. Precise brush. This is the e.l.f. Precise crease brush. I should have washed. Guys, I'm like the worst person when it comes to clean brushes. Just because it's such a hassle, I'm not going to lie to you. I really need to buy more brushes so that way it can delay me from washing them to like every other week. And so this, I'm just going on the very crease of my eyelid. And I'm just going to deepen it up a little bit more. I'm not doing a cut crease, but I do want this color to show. So I do have to just put it a little bit higher. And so I'm going to go back to that more precise tapered brush, and I'm just going to blend it out. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Alright, so I'm going to take this color Wild Heart, and I'm first going to take it with the brush just so I can see what the intensity of the color is. And then I'm going to try, well, I'm trying to, okay, I put a little bit more on my brush. Alright, so you can build it up. And it looks exactly, the color looks exactly like the pan. You know how whenever you try to go for like a shimmer or a duochrome type of color, and it looks so pretty on the pan, but when you put it on your eye, it don't look like that? Well, with this color, it does look like that. Oh wait, with this eye, I'm gonna want to just try it with my eye. Well, with my finger. See, with the finger, of course, it applies more intensely, but that's every single eyeshadow. Alright, so the next color I'm actually going to take is Punk, And I'm gonna put that in my outer corner of my eye just to deepen up the look. And sorry, this is a more of a pointed brush. And then I'm just gonna follow my eye shape. I'm gonna try not to wing it out as much, but I always tend to wing it out. So first I just want to place the color. Don't worry guys, I'll blend it out here in a minute. Like I said, I'm just following the outer shape of my eye. Alright, so once I have the placement of the eyeshadow, I'm going to go back in with that beginning blending brush, and I'm just going to blend out the color. But then I'm actually going to take a little bit on this brush and actually combine those two colors, because I saw that I didn't place that brown too close to that purple, and it's providing like a small little gap on my eye. And I'm kind of just blending up the brown just because I have hooded eyes and I want it to give that deepen eye look. All right, so these colors are blending just very easily. All right, so I'm taking again just a little bit of that that punk, which is that dark brown, and I'm gonna just do the same thing and blend out this eye. I'm trying to work on my angles, how I hold my mirror and my brush, but I don't have all this fancy camera set up, so I have to continuously look at the mirror that I place behind my phone to make sure that I'm still in camera view. So excuse the angle of my video. All right, so once I have that placed down, I kind of want to, let's see. No, I actually want to leave it like that. I like the colors. So in the beginning, in the inner corner of my eye, I'm actually going to use, well, let's see how this color Blaze looks. Okay, so I think I do want to use Blaze because the Weekender is just a very muted shimmer. So this color is Blaze, and then this color is the Weekender. And they're side by side. So I'm actually going to use Blaze in the inner corner of my eye. And let's see if I have a clean brush for it. Let me just wipe it down because I believe I used a dark color with this brush. All right, so I am going to use this pointed Morphe brush and take that color Blaze and just put it in the inner corner of my eye, and actually around as well. So this one's not as bright, doesn't apply as bright than with the finger, so I'm gonna actually just take my finger and place it. It is like a little dry, but it's a very pretty color. That's not how it looks on the pan, but it's very pretty. I just wish it wasn't so dry feeling. Alright, so I'm actually going to I think I'm just going to take my finger and take that color Wild Heart, because I didn't apply it completely all the way in. Because Juno, I'm actually going to use my finger to blend those two colors in together. Like that. Alright. And so I'm actually going to take Blaze one more time. And I'm going to use my Mario Badesque, I don't know how to say that, but the face spray. That way I can intensify the color in the very inner corner of my eye. Boom. Like that. Alright, so now it's for the lower lash line. So for the lower lash line, I'm actually going to take that dark brown punk, and I'm going to first put in the first half of my lower lash line. And I'm just going to take another e.l.f. flat top brush. Alright, and then now I'm going to take that color Baja and blend it out. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. I am going to take that color, which is the purple Hell Ride, purple maroon, and I'm just going to take the tiniest bit and actually put it right there in the first half of my lower lash line. And I actually like how that Baja color looks more concentrated on the lower lash line. Alright, so there goes the eyeshadow look. I really like it, and I really like the colors as well. I'm thinking about if I should put any type of, as y'all can tell in my other videos, sometimes I forget to put eyeshadow on my brow bone, but I tend to forget it sometimes, and then also I just don't really care for it. But I'm going to actually take the Weekender, which is that muted shimmer. Oy. And then I'm going to just place it on there. Alright, so I like how that looks. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Alright, so now I'm going to just put mascara on my eyelashes, and then depending on how it looks, I might use eyeliner. So I'm going to do that off camera and then be right back. Alright guys, so with the mascara done, I actually am not going to put on eyeliner in my tight line. what I did was just put black eyeliner in my waterline, upper waterline, and then I used this purple Jordana eyeshadow pencil in my lower lash line. In my lower waterline. So now I'm just gonna finish up the face. I'm gonna bronze it up a little bit more. And I think I'm going to go back and use my e.l.f. palette just because I really liked, I forgot how good it was. And so the color palette that I'm going to be using is Saint Lucia, which is just this duo palette of bronzing and blushing. Bronzing, a bronzer and a blush. So I'm just going to also bronze the side of my forehead and the top of it. Oh, my hair. And now, of course, the most important illusion to cover up is that double chin. And I also like to take it on the sides just to slim out my face. And just whatever's left over on my nose. And so actually the color that I'm going to be using today, I'm going to end up using this Wet n Wild Rose Champagne color. It's just like a peachy, well, light pink shimmery color. Excuse me, my nose itches, I have allergies. So I'm going to use this e.l.f. brush, blush brush. I'm going to just tap out the axis and put it on my cheeks. I knew there was something on me. And I like to bring it back just because I like how it gives that flush look all the way around. And then the most important question is, which highlights are we going to use today? I feel like I'm just gonna go back to my CoverGirl one, and I'm gonna go back in with that middle shade. And I'm just gonna highlight. All right, and for the lips, I'm actually gonna be using this Urban Decay color, which is Epigram. I'm not sure if this color is in their permanent line. I bought this color off of their Jean Michael Basquiat collab. This is just like a darkened brown peachy color is my best description. Alright, so that is the look for today. I could probably bronze up a little bit more. Let me take my big fluffy brush and just bronze up even more my cheeks and my forehead. All right, and then I can also probably darken up my eyebrows, but like I said, I went for that natural look with that MAC brow pencil. To finish up the look, I'm gonna try out this Fix Plus matte setting spray. I've heard really good things about it, and I'm always a sucker for anything matte. I like the way it smells. Alright, so that is the look that I did with the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. Again, it has all of these neutral shades, shimmers, mattes, and pretty mauvey colors. Well, not mauvey, but maroon colors. Well, thank you again for joining me today. I will see y'all on the next video.